You're kidding. Come on, just try them on. Fine. Natsuki lets out an exaggerated sigh before putting the sunglasses on. Let's get back to it, gang. I'll get this scream right. I think I can do it. Og! Huh? Oh. It wasn't real. It wasn't real, Neiman. Pull yourself together. Calm. Calm. I pull the covers off me, turn to get my feet onto the ground and pinch the bridge of my nose. Ugh. My head feels like it's about to explode. I'll probably have to take some painkillers or something. And I'm in desperate need of some water. Guess I have to get up then. I slowly stand up from where I was sitting and head to open the bedroom door. I stop for a moment, noticing my clothes from the night before lying in front of me. I reach down and pick them up. Might as well bring these down for the wash. Hold on, let me move this closer. Yeah, there we go. As soon as I exit the room, my stomach growls like a wild animal. Probably because the last thing I ate was a bag of crisps. Okay, I actually don't know where to put my mic. I'm tripping right now. We really need to get some groceries today. My legs quiver as I attempt to walk down the stairs. As I reach the bottom, a certain pink-haired girl catches my eye, laying on one of the living room couches. Hey. Hi. Her bruise, despite being glaring, fuck, I can't read. Her bruise, despite being glaringly noticeable, has healed somewhat, though not by much. As for herself, she looks like she's trying not to nod off to sleep. What you got there? Some clothes for the washing machine. You got anything that needs going to? I might have some, yeah. I'll grab them in a bit. Cool. So you came down here? Is there something up with the spare room or? Suki yawns, stretching her arms past her head momentarily. No. I was hoping to see if there was something I could put on the TV. Some background noise. But there's never anything good on. And well, I just kind of stuck around. Because you'd already started melting into the couch. Yeah. Maybe a little bit. She sluggishly outstretches her arms once more. Before you ask, no, I haven't slept. Well, I got a bit. Like half an hour. But that's hardly... Do you want to talk about it? No need. I think you can already guess. Yeah. Dubious on how to comfort her, I hesitantly place a hand on her shoulder. She looks up at me and smiles weakly. We stay as we are for a minute or two. No words exchanged between us. We're too enveloped in each other's company to do anything but savor the moment. Before long, though, Natsuki speaks up. I'm still trying to process this, you know? I know I've already said it, but it's just so surreal to me. You just asked me for clothes to put in the washing machine like it's the most natural thing in the world. Like I already live here. She sits up, swinging her legs off the couch to right herself. Well, you do. I know. That's the weird part. But hey, since I might as well chip in with the chores, right? So I'll take care of the dirty clothes. You sure? I'm perfectly fine, I'm sure. I want to help out. Well, that's relieving to hear. Just put them down by here or something. She motions towards the coffee table. I'll go get my load, then get them all in the machine. Sound good? Sounds good to me. I dump the dirty clothes all on the table. She stretches out to grab the television remote from the table and turns it on. Pressing the home button, she opens the eponymous what the fuck? Checking the time. Just 10:30. What was that word? I've never seen that word before. I'm actually tripping. Dad would have gone straight to work at like 7. He doesn't usually check on me in the morning, so he may not know yet. Well, that's a relief. Yeah. As for later, I don't know. Guess we'll have to do as you said. Just wait it out. Yeah. So maybe we should. What the fuck? Damn. All right. Why was my door unlocked? Why were you just able to waltz in here? That's not possible. You shouldn't just be able to waltz into somebody else's house. This is anime. Well, look at what I'm dealing with, anime plot holes, stuff like that. But this is anime levels of thinking, okay? This shit shouldn't have happened. Why was this door not locked? If Sayori could just walk in here at any point in time, then so could her father, right? And then just come back and take her. I don't know, bro. You shouldn't have done some shit like that. That was weird. What the fuck happened to you? And what are you doing here? Sorry, please calm down. It's a long story. Natsuki looks towards me for guidance while Sayori is fixated on her eye. I can tell what she's thinking. Bullshit excuse or tell the truth? Before I get the chance to respond, Natsuki seemingly makes up her mind, sighing. Okay, sorry, you can tell absolutely no one about this. Not Monica or Yuri or your parents or anyone else. Please. Okay. It's my dad. Last night we got into an argument, something trivial. I think it was about the TV remote or something. I called him I probably shouldn't repeat it. And he threw the remote at me. Hit me square in the eye. So don't take it the wrong way. He's never laid a finger on me before. He just freaked out, I guess. I mean, still wasn't going to take a second more of that shit, so I came here. And even, well, he's been kind enough to let me crash for a while. Until the dust settles, I guess. Okay, then. Her eyes pleaded with me to go along with the story. Yeah, you just fucking lied. You could have told the whole truth here and we would have been cool. No choice but to get caught up in the lie. Sayori stands shocked, utterly speechless in the face of this new information. Natsuki lets out a small chuckle in an attempt to diffuse the tension, but it does little to quell her concern. Natsuki... Sayori's eyes dart between Natsuki and I, trying to fully comprehend what she just heard. She reaches out to put a hand on Natsuki's shoulders, but Natsuki flinches. Sayori yanks her hand back. She opens her mouth to say something, but can't get any words out. This is a lot for her. The silence is unbearable. I feel myself tensing up. My heart is racing. Finally, Natsuki ends the silence. So yeah, Natsuki trails off, having nothing else to say. Sayori brings Natsuki into a close hug. Natsuki winces a bit, but returns the embrace. I'm so sorry. I'm glad you stood up for yourself. Well, I wasn't gonna lay down and accept it now, was I? We just lying. We're just straight up lying. This whole game is just lying the game. Like, it's just lie after lie after lie after lie. You could fix like 1,000 problems immediately if you just didn't lie, but we're lying. Sayori lets go of Natsuki and sighs. Yeah. I'm sorry that I just walked right in. It's not your fault. Anyone would want an explanation seeing me like this. It's why I'm avoiding school today. Last thing I want is for the others to worry. Yeah, I guess that makes sense. Sayori's voice trails off as her dejected eyes look to me. It's obvious she feels helpless to do anything for Natsuki. I step in to try to give her some peace of mind. Natsuki is safe, and right now that's all that matters. If anything happens, you'll be the first to know. Sayori's expression softens as some of her worry dissipates. Promise? I promise. We won't keep you in the dark. A sigh of relief escapes her. But again, no one else can know about this. I know, Neiman, I won't tell a soul. Thank you, Sayori, that means a lot. If you guys ever need anything, I'm always ready to help. For a brief moment, she flashes a sincere smile before turning back towards the door. I'm really sorry, but I have to get to school. I missed my first lesson, so... Oh, yeah, of course. Well, I'll see you guys later? Alright, sorry. See you later. Sayori dashes out of the front door, closing it gently on the way out. Natsuki? What exactly was that? What do you mean, what was that? You said it only hurt you once. Obviously, I wasn't going to tell her the whole story, and I didn't exactly have the time to come up with a better excuse. On that note, why the hell did she just walk in? It's a neighbor thing. I shouldn't have warned you about it. Sorry. It's fine, I guess. Why didn't you just tell her the whole story? That's what I'm saying. What are we doing here? Same reason I never told anyone else. Don't get me wrong. I love them. But I don't trust them not to see me as some frail, abused, sad little girl. This is bullshit, bro. Nobody acts like this in real life. So why? You're different. You actually... never mind. An awkward silence falls between us. Neither of us know how to continue the conversation. Natsuki averts her gaze, taking a seat back on the couch. Unsure of what to do with myself, I consider sitting myself down next to her. Another minute of uncomfortable silence follows. I already regret lying. You did what you thought was right. I'm sure Sayori would understand. Out of anyone, I think she'd know at least a little of how it feels. Having a secret you can't tell anyone about, no matter how much it hurts you. I guess. You sure she won't tell anyone? Well, we've been friends since we were little kids. You know how she can be sometimes, but I'd like to think she's smarter than she lets on. Safe to say, I trust her with my life. Yeah, with how much she talked about you at the club, I figured you'd known each other for a while. I mean, she does live just next door. That's how we first met when I moved in. Oh yeah, she mentioned that once. I chuckle a bit, shaking my head. Should have known. She was talking about how when you first moved here, you were scared of her. And eventually she managed to I know that word is no, I'm gonna say coax. And eventually she managed to coax you into becoming her friend. I'm so embarrassed that some of these words fucking beat my ass into submission. I don't know what to do. Natsuki seems to try and hold in a laugh. Although whether it's at the fact that I was scared of Sayori of all people or the look on my face remains to be seen. Did she happen to tell you why I was scared? I don't know. Can't remember everything she said. Okay, then I'll tell you. When we arrived at our new home, just as I looked out the car window to see her for the first time, I see her face damn near pressed up against the window. It gave me quite the scare, as you'd imagine. I'd like to think it gave both our parents a shock as well. But afterwards, I spent days not going outside because I knew she was waiting for me. I don't think a single day went by in that period of time where she didn't try to visit us. It definitely didn't help that she lived so close. So yeah, she pretty much held me hostage into becoming her friend. I guess nothing's really changed after all. I guess so. That must have been a nightmare. I covered my face with my hands to try to hide the embarrassment. Tell me about it. Oh, there was also this time she tricked me into getting a scary movie to watch while her parents were asleep. She told me it was a comedy. Safe to say, I didn't sleep that night. Damn, I never imagined Sayori to be the kind of person to do that. Trust me, she's more cunning than she looks. Hey, by the way, oh wait, this one's better. In our old school, there was this big science fair they held every year. And this wasn't your ordinary science fair either. It had a ton of really cool prizes, but the one everyone wanted was this really big electric racetrack. But out of all the kids, I think I wanted it more than anyone. Thing is though, you have to get first place to win it. So I tried harder and harder every year until eventually I got second place. The next year I was determined to get it. But I saw that Sayori was having a lot of trouble with it, and eventually she asked me if I could help her. Truth be told, I kind of feel bad about seeing her like that, so I dropped everything and helped her out. We agreed that I wasn't going to do all the work for her. She had to put in most of the effort. However, I promised I would always be there for her when she needs it. So we worked on the project every day after school for weeks. But I was always there in case she ever asked for help. By the time the science fair was right around the corner, she had finished an elaborate project on how air pollution affects the planet. She ended up getting third place, and I think you've guessed by it now, but no. I didn't get past the researching stage for my project. Honestly, I don't care. I was really proud of her. So were her parents. She felt so bad about how I didn't get to do my own project that she still sometimes apologizes for it today. And while, yeah, I only did it for the racetrack setup until that point, I think helping out Sayori really woke me up to the fact that I really like learning about that stuff. Hell, sciences are pretty much the only subjects I still somewhat enjoy doing. And I pretty much hold all to her. Yeah, that was a pretty good day. My face immediately goes red. I only just now realize how much I've been talking non-stop. Wow, that was one hell of a story. Yeah. Sorry about that. I got a little carried away. Oh, don't worry about it. You're not as bad as Yuri. At least you can make the things you talk about interesting. I laugh at that remark. Whatever you say. That does sound nice though. Huh? You know, having that strong of a friendship with someone. I mean, yeah, but why are you saying it like that? I've, she fidgets in her seat a little. I've never had many friends growing up. Dad. The club was the closest thing to a group of friends that I've had in years. Even then, I had the bullshit hit him a little to go to Monica's house. She had a party there a month or so back. Said it was some club assignment. Looking back, I'm surprised he bought it. I just wanted friends, you know? I put my arm around her shoulder. But in a way, you're my best friend. You're still a dumbass though. Hey! Natsuki smirks and giggles. Toss me the remote. Hopefully there's something watchable on. I take it you're not hungry. She shakes her head. I'm good for now. I hope you cook a nice dinner tonight. How's that? Natsuki turns on the TV and starts flipping through channels. Fine by me. My cooking's not the greatest. Nor my baking. Remember those cupcakes? Good God, yeah. You definitely need practice. But you'll get plenty of it. We'll just need the ingredient. Natsuki stops abruptly, gazing at the TV screen. Her eyes suddenly light up. Oh wow, I haven't seen this in years. Huh? I glance over at the TV to see what's caught her attention. Vibrantly colored fish swim throughout a large tank. With coral. As two teenagers longingly gaze at each other from both sides. All accompanied by a mushy love song. What, the movie? Yeah. I used to love it to death when I was a kid. I watched it all the time. Like I must have seen it at least twice a week. Turning back to the TV, we watch on as the scene drags out for over a minute. And this jump cuts planning to each side, switching focus from the teens to the fish and back, shots from inside the fish tank. This? Try as I might, I can't help but let out a groan. Hey, don't give me that. It might be a little cheesy, but that doesn't mean it's bad. I bet you like some goofy over the top things yourself. Shall we go through your anime collection? That's not okay for a point. Come on, give it a chance. Alright. I might as well. I like the gushy shit. I don't know what he's talking about. That, okay, anime me, nah. I like the gushy shit. I be fucking with the romance anime and everything like that. Banger, okay? 10 out of 10. Top shit. I take a sheet. Can you fucking speak, Neiman? Damn. I take a seat beside her on the couch. Okay. See? I told you. As the closing credits play, I get up from the couch and stretch. Peering over at the nearest clock, I notice that a little over 2 hours have passed. Wow, have we really been watching this crap for that long? Oh, shut up. You are enjoying it. I can see it in your eyes. Oh, seems like you were more interested in looking my way than watching the film you love so much. Embarrassed, Natsuki averts her gaze as her face blows a bright red. I didn't mean it that way. Hey. It's just gauging your reaction to the film. God. I completely believe you. Whatever. My point stands. You liked it. Okay. I may have underestimated it. It certainly got personality, but it's still probably one of the cheesiest things I've ever seen. I mean, the acting was so hammy it was hard to take it seriously. But that's what makes it so fun. Like, yeah, okay, it's a tragedy at heart. But the over-the-top acting is what separates the campy scenes from the, well, tragic ones. Like that house party. I had no idea what was going on throughout most of that scene. It felt so disconnected from the rest of the film. Well, I couldn't tell you what half the scenes even mean, but they still mean something to me, you know? And I don't want to take that away from you. It's just not for me, I guess. Yeah, guess not. We both fall silent for a moment, not too sure where to go from here. Trying to look for something, anything to distract from the odd tension in the room. My eyes are drawn to the kitchen door. Hey, you feeling hungry yet? I sure do. Actually, yeah. Bacon sandwich sound good? Sounds good. I nod, heading into the kitchen. I turn towards the refrigerator and yank it open. However, there's no bacon in sight. In fact, there's hardly anything here. Shit. Thinking about it, we're low on nearly everything at the moment, which actually makes now the perfect time to go get groceries. Hey, Natsuki. She makes her way into the kitchen. What's up? There's no bacon here. In fact, we're running pretty low on groceries in general. I've got some bread, maybe a few slices of turkey or something, unless you want some oats. Natsuki's face twists in disgust. Gross. Thought so. Means that I'm gonna have to head to the store sometime this afternoon. In fact, I should probably just get it out of the way now. You want to come with? Natsuki gestured to her face. Oh, right. Sorry. So you'll be fine here? Yeah. Promise I won't burn down the place. Unless you wouldn't have any sunglasses, would you? Sounds stupid, but it should do the trick. I don't think so. Maybe. Well, I wouldn't mind coming with if I could cover up my eye. Why would you even do this? Just keep her at home. I could go and take a look. I know where I can find some sunglasses. Actually, give me a minute. I rush upstairs into the spare room. I head over to the cupboards opposite the couch. My eyes dart around looking for where the sunglasses could be, finally landing on the shoebox on the top of the cupboard. Taking off the lid, I scour through the year's worth of junk in the box. Old action figures with stiff joints, broken CDs, video game cartridges from before my time. Finally, at the bottom of the box, I find what I'm looking for. Sayori's own sunglasses. She must have left these here years ago. They're a little flashy. It's worth a shot though. As I make my way back downstairs, Natsuki's waiting for me at the bottom of the stairs. Any luck? Actually, yeah. Something tells me that they're not your style though. Oh, they can't be that bad. I hand them over to her. You're kidding. Come on, just try them on. Fine. Natsuki lets out an exaggerated sigh before putting the sunglasses on. Bro, you couldn't keep this shit at home? She doesn't have to go, bro. I promise you, she doesn't have to go to the store. She doesn't have to go to the store, bro. You're just picking up bacon. She doesn't have to go, bro. This is not the way. I try to keep a straight face, but can't help letting out a bit of a chuckle. Yeah, there is no way in hell I'm wearing these. But they're so cute. Oh, shut up. Hey, at least they do the job. I don't care. It's not worth going outside looking like some 70s rock star. She tosses the sunglasses aside, thankfully landing on the couch. Hey, watch it. Those shades aren't mine. Whose are they? Oh, they're Sayori's. They're from years ago, though. Right. Now that you mention it, I definitely get that impression. So I take it you're not coming with? Yeah, I'll pass. Hey, I'll keep your seat warm. I let out a chuckle. Anything you want? Well, since you asked, I do have a sweet tooth. Maybe some chocolate? Don't sweat if you can't, though. Gotcha. So, hang on. That rips off a square kitchen roll. Hey, Neiman, you got a marker? Yeah, sure. I look around the dining table to find a marker lying across some crumpled up paper. Oh, great. Never finished that poem for the club. But given the events of last night, I can hardly be blamed for forgetting. Regardless, I grab the marker, toss the paper in the trash, and hand it to Natsuki. Marker in hand, she starts scribbling away at the weak tissue paper, somehow avoiding any major tears. She hands it over to me and I fold it, stuffing it into my back pocket. Now you won't forget. Thanks. I won't be long, the store's not too far. I managed a terrifying home alone experience. Alright, I'll be back soon. I give Natsuki a wave of goodbye as I head out the door. Yeah. Okay, we off to the store. Hell yeah. Show me the grocery. Hey, I make my way down into the shopping district. As I pass by, I notice an autumn leaf fluttering along the sidewalk. Is it fall already? No wonder there's such a chill. With the store now in view, I quicken my pace. Hey, as I make my way inside, I'm engulfed in the warm aroma of the indoor heater. Take a basket from the rack and pull out the piece of tissue paper with the shopping list. Bacon, eggs, flour, castor sugar, whipped cream, chocolate. She should have really given me some quantities because I don't know how much of these I should get. I have a limited budget, so that should give me a solid limit on how much I should get. I scour the aisles for each item on the list and crossing them off the list as I do so. Bacon, sugar, whipped cream, eggs, flour. You know, I should get some stuff for dinner tonight. I could go for some grilled fish and rice. Now the chocolate bar. Fortunately, the snack aisle is just opposite the self-checkout tails. I skim through the mountain of snacks, unsure of what it should be to Natsuki's taste until... What the fuck are you doing here? What are you doing here? Oh, fancy seeing you here. Dude, you look tired. Monica? What's she doing here? Hi, Monica, what's going on? Oh, nothing. Just getting some snacks for the club. What about you? You don't exactly look ready for the club. She chuckles in an attempt to lighten the mood, but I'm too tired to laugh at her. She takes notice of my lack of enthusiasm and quickly backpedals. Gosh, look to me. My mind is just fixated on club. Sorry. Maybe it's a sign I need a break. Don't worry about it. I haven't been to school today either. Oh? Why is that? It's been a rough week. I should keep it at that. Are you okay? Her tone screams concern for me, and for a second I almost considered telling her everything. I quickly push the thought aside and give a vague explanation instead. I'm fine, really. I just don't want to get into it. Monica continues ransacking the shelves and determinedly tossing all manner of snacks into her basket. She looks stressed. Has she slept? It's probably not right of me to ask. I do anyway. Are you? Huh? I meant, are you okay? Monica stops and takes a deep breath, averting her eyes. But within a second, she looks me in the eye and smiles warmly. It looks like she's being genuine. I'm okay, but I appreciate you asking. It shows how caring you are. Bro, she looks exhausted. Without another word, she awkwardly goes back to snack hunting. Nice one. I'd rather change the topic. So, what are all those for? Oh, I was planning a bit of a surprise party, but if you can't make it today, perhaps I should reschedule. Oh, yeah. I'll definitely be in next week onwards, promise. Okay. I'm just concerned is all. We're barely a club without you, so you being away is... She sighs, then smiles. But if you're able to come back next week, that's great. Oh well. I gesture towards the snacks again. But what's the occasion? You know better than any of us that Sarah's been feeling pretty down lately, so I want to plan something nice for her to cheer her up. This is a nice planned out welcome back event at the club. I want to show her that we really care, you know? Sounds great. That's really thoughtful of Monica, planning an entire party for Saori. If nothing else, she'll love the snacks. Speaking of which, well, if I can just suggest something, I grab a large bar of white chocolate and hand it over to her. Monica turns over the bar and her eyebrows raise as she reads over the nutritional label. Isn't this a bit too sugary? That's the point. This is Sayori we're talking about after all. Aha, good call. I'm a bit clueless when it comes to these kinds of things, so I appreciate the direction. I would be too if I hadn't known her for 13 years. So don't worry about it. Unsure of what to pitch for Natsuki, I take a safe bet and grab a carton of cupcakes, placing it in my basket. Monica and I head over to the self-checkout tills, both of us scanning our items, waiting to be rung up so we could pay. Since you're going to reschedule the party, wouldn't it be a good idea to hold off and buy these things later? She shrugs nonchalantly. Well, I'm already here. I might as well get them now. I can afford it, so it'd be a waste to have to put all these back on the right shelves. I'll toss them into the fridge and bring them in on Monday. They'll still be fresh by then, I guess. And what are you going to do at the club instead? Oh, that's a good question. I hadn't really thought of that. Oh, maybe I should just suggest they write a poem during the club hours. It could encourage some cooperation. Maybe they could develop their writing styles with each other. Oh, this could be wonderful. I would really love it if we could treat the club more like a team. Could you imagine Natsuki and Yuri writing a poem together? As she goes on her uncharacteristic rapid tangent, I realize something. I can't really say anything about Natsuki's absence. I guess she'll just have to find it on her own. Here we go with the lies again. Oh my lord, we are lying. I hate having to keep secrets like this, but I made a promise. Yeah, that would definitely be interesting. Yeah. After paying for our items, we head out of the store with our bags in tow. Well, I guess this is where we part ways. You sure you can't come to the club? I'm sure. I do some bag juggling to reach my phone and glance at the time. Ah, shit. Running way later than I should anyway. I see. Yeah. It was nice seeing you, Monica. So, Monday? I wouldn't miss it for the world. Sorry needs the support. Great. I'll see you then. Take care. She turns away and walks down the other side of the street, heading towards school. I start my way home, walking at a brisk pace. Monica hit it well, but I could feel her disappointment. And when Natsuki doesn't show up either, I sigh. Why is nothing going the way I thought it would? The first time I talked to Monica, she looked like she had everything together, but now she looks like she hasn't slept in days. So I was depressed. Even if I could see the future, I wouldn't have believed it. I mean, Natsuki's living in my house for God's sake, and me, If I'd known the stress and anxiety that's being involved in the literature club would cause, I probably wouldn't have joined in the first place. Bro, this is all of this is avoidable. All you have to do was tell the truth at one point in time, but you didn't. So now we're in this predicament. You can only blame yourself for this. There's literally no one else to blame but yourself. I mean, who would? It was all cute girls and fun poems at first. Now it feels like I haven't seen words on paper in years, but regardless of how I feel about the whole ordeal, I'm not leaving anytime soon. If I hadn't joined the club, Natsuki would still be stuck with her abusive dad. Okay. With nobody to help her and Sayori. Oh, come on, and now you're putting this fucking shit in front of my face. She'd be... Feel my chest tighten as my heartbeat accelerates. I struggle to maintain my breath, so I hold myself against the wall to regain my composure and keep myself from collapsing. However, that does little to stop my mind and heart from racing. Would she? Don't know. Doesn't matter. Didn't happen. I'm here now, and I need to keep myself together. If only to help Natsuki. And be there for the club. The club. It's funny, really. I joined the literature club, but I still haven't read a single real book. Ironic, in a way. I'm sure Natsuki would disagree. I lift the bags from my not-so-injured arm and start walking again. I need to hurry. Again, all of this was preventable, but you told a lie after a lie after a lie, and now you're wondering why is everything going wrong. I can tell you why. You're fucking lying. Still reeling from the encounter of Monica, I reach my street with the groceries in tow. The bags themselves aren't hefty, but I feel like my arm is going to give out. This is what I get for not sleeping well, or eating well for that matter. To be honest, I'm not doing anything well at this point. I walk up to the front door and shove it open with my good shoulder. Hauling the bags over into the kitchen, I lift them up before setting them down on the counter. One of them slouches over to the side, the carton of cupcakes I bought for Natsuki sliding out in plain view. Almost immediately, Natsuki's arm reaches around me and snatches it away. Yoink. Hey, I was planning on making some actual food first, you know. A little appetizer wouldn't hurt. She shrugs her shoulders. Well, I didn't know what kind of chocolate you preferred, so I just got some cupcakes instead. Hey, I'll take anything at this point. Thanks. No worries. If you really want to know, though, white chocolate rules overall. Duly noted. Well then, if you don't mind me, I'll go ahead and cook us up some dinner. Hey, wait, I'll come and help. No, stay put. I'll handle it. You sure about that? Just because I can't bake doesn't mean I can't cook. I mean, I'd be pretty cool if I didn't know, living alone and all. Why are you living alone? How do you have a multiple bedroom house? Fair enough. Just don't burn the house down, okay? I did just move in after all. Har, very funny. If you smell smoke, you know what it is. I grabbed the apron slung over the open door handle and tied it around my waist. That is amazing. I wish I had my phone with me, because this is art. Hey, either I wear it or you do. Well, yeah, at least I can pull it off. Sure. Well, I'm gonna go find us something fun to watch. You work your magic, okay? Uh-huh. Natsuki chuckles as she heads back into her living room. Alright, cooking skills, don't fail me now. Cooking skills probably failed him immediately right after he said this. You better not have cooked up some elite shit. Well, it's not the worst thing I've ever made, but it's certainly not my proudest meal. I hope it's serviceable. I take a plate. Oh, I didn't know what this music was for a second. I take a plate from in each hand and bring them both into the living room. Natsuki, having heard the noise, rushes up and snatches her plate out of my hand before returning her seat. I join her, resting my meal on my lap. She picks up her fork and knife and gets ready to eat. I start digging into my own plate. It's not exactly the best meal I've ever eaten, but it works. I take a glance at Natsuki, curious as she's liking it. She's tearing through it at an Olympic pace. I don't know what I expected, but I guess edible is more than enough for me. Nat, take a breather, jeez. This is some good grub. I might have just underestimated your cooking. She continues eating as she speaks. I didn't catch any of that. She pauses for a second before finally swallowing her food. What I was trying to say is, this is pretty good. It's not my best, but I appreciate it. This isn't your best. I can whip up some mean instant noodles. And suddenly, I have no regrets coming here. Regrets? It was just a joke. I shouldn't be getting too worked up about it. What is wrong with this dude? Oh my god, you need therapy, bro. Like, relax. That's a relief. Oh, by the way, probably best you didn't come to the store with me. Yeah, how come? I ran into Monica. She was stocking up on snacks for this surprise party for Sayori. It was supposed to be today, but when I told her I was going to be a no-show, she moved it to Monday. Natsuki stops eating for a moment. Huh. Something about that rubs me the wrong way. Yeah? Listen, I don't know Sayori as well as you, but just look, imagine if everyone knew about my situation and then they decide to throw me a surprise party telling me everything will be okay when they don't really know jack shit about what I'm going through. Honestly, I'd be kind of pissed. It just seems really patronizing to me. But I don't know, I'm not Sayori. Maybe she would like it. That is a non-issue. That is actually a non-issue in like every corner of the world. I hadn't thought of it like that. Just my 2 cents. Maybe you could bring them up with Monica. I don't know. Monica seemed kind of out of it today. She's stressed out, that's for sure. After all, the stuff with Sayori, the festival falling apart, people missing the club, she might just need something to go right, you know? And like you said, Sayori's not like you. Maybe she will appreciate it. We can only hope. Yeah. Having demolished her meal, Natsuki moves her plate off her lap and onto the coffee table. Meanwhile, I'm only halfway done. So, yeah. Are you gonna finish that? Actually, yes I am. If you're still hungry, you've got that chocolate in the kitchen. Nah, I was just messing with you. Thanks for reminding me about the chalky though. I'll get to that soon enough. Natsuki stands up, grabbing her dish and disappearing into the kitchen with it. I call out to her. Hey, Nat. Yeah? You know, Monica still wants us to write our poems. So we should sit down and do that at some point. I'll do you one better. She appears you in the doorway empty-handed. How about we do our poems separately, then we save them for the club? That could be exciting. Plus it means you don't have to get to read. Plus it means you don't get to read all the trash drafts of it. But that's the fun part. Sure it is. Did Monica specify a theme? She did, but it relied on everyone in the club cooperating. And since we weren't there, we go quiet for a moment, silently brainstorming. Before long, though, I break the silence. Honestly, I might just try to make a start on mine now. You do that. I think I'm gonna hit the hay. Thanks for the dinner. It was pretty good as far as I was expecting from you. Finishing my food, I placed the plate down on the nearby coffee table. Well, if you're gonna live in my house, it's not like I'm gonna leave you unfed. I stand up, gearing up to go write my poem. Out of nowhere, I feel Natsuki's tight embrace. Fuck off. I return the gesture. After a few seconds, she slowly pulls herself away. Good night. Good night, Nat. She climbs up the stairs, slowly leaving my line of sight. I wonder what that was all about. Anyway, I should probably get to that poem before I call it a night. I start heading up upstairs myself. As I reach the hall, I catch one last glimpse of Natsuki, closing the door to the spare room. Entering my bedroom, I take a seat at my desk, pick up a pen, and begin tapping it at the paper as I get lost in my own thoughts. You doing this in the dark? Okay. I thought I was actually gonna write this shit. I guess I'm not gonna write this shit. Okay, it's Saturday now. Cool. So the day skipped. Do I even want to keep going? Yeah, sure. Let's keep going. I'm really awakened by the irritating yap of my alarm, even though it's a Saturday. I haphazardly swipe at it in an effort to turn it off. In my dazed trance, all I've managed to do is knock everything off my nightstand, including the alarm. Still beeping, I force myself out of bed to shut it off once and for all. Since I'm already up, I'll have to start my day earlier than expected and head downstairs. I trudge into the living room and sink into the couch. As the cushion softens, takes me in, I soon find myself feeling at ease with the calm, tranquil silence washing over me. For now, I'm left only with my thoughts and the beautiful morning sunshine coming through the window. Considering the events of the past few days, this is exactly what I need. I can finally relax and think clearly for once. No panic, no stress, no. My trail of thought drifts off as the creaking of floorboards upstairs yanks me from my peace. Looks like Nat's awake as well. Turn to face her as she groggily walks down the steps. Morning. She rubs her eyes and lets out a yawn. Hey, man, what are you doing up so early? I glance over at the clock and see it's only 8 in the morning. It's not that early, you know. It is for you. Hey. She shrugs her shoulders as a smile creeps onto her face. Oh no, you just seem like the type to sleep through half of your Saturday. Am I wrong? Well, not really, no. Figures. Wait, figures? Well, I'm hungry. I'm gonna go make something. Suki stomps her way to the kitchen. Leaving the comfort of the couch, I reluctantly follow her. You got bacon and eggs yesterday, right? Yes. Suki quickly grabs the apron, slowly over the oven handle, and puts it on. This is what you were wearing? Then let's make some bacon and eggs. I take a good look at her. Suki in an apron. Shit. She does pull it off. Hey, stop ogling and start helping. I am not. Never mind. What do you need me to do? How good are you with making bacon? As good as I can be, I guess. Stop being so wishy-washy. You've got to have pride in the things you're good at. I don't exactly take pride in my cooking, Nat. Don't sell yourself short. Even I gotta admit, dinner last night was pretty good. I'm happy you liked it. You should be. The Nasuki seal of approval was a rare artifact sought out by many. I bet. Alright, I gave you enough positive reinforcement. Now go make some bacon. Yeah. So, I take out 2 large plates from the washing rack by the sink. I grab the bacon strips and lay them out on the cold pan. I make sure to keep them somewhat close together. I slowly turn up the heat. Now it's time to wait until they start to sizzle. You forgot these. What did I forget? She throws a pair of tongs my way. Of course, tongs. How did I forget that? How do you like your eggs? I like them scrambled. Good choice. Nice to know I'm not living with a complete idiot. What the fuck? Sunny side up is goated. What is wrong with y'all? Oh, I'm so stressed out, bro. What's the wrong answer? Poached. Still good, but by far the worst as eggs go. Oh, yeah, you're still an idiot. I just can't catch a break, can I? I can't let you get soft on me. Oh, soft, says the girl who has an entire Parfait Girls box set. Parfait Girls is amazing. Hell, even you like the series. Sure, but do I have an entire box set though? Wait, what? Not like you'd want one in the first place. Well, yes and no. Now what does that mean? I wouldn't want one of my own, cause I couldn't imagine reading it without you. Oh, you fucking... Nah, bro, I've had enough. I could hear a pin drop across the kitchen. Quick to salvage the silence, I pipe up. Well, you know, I just enjoy your enthusiasm for it. Sure. Hey, all I'm saying is it's cute how invested you get in the story. I'm not doing this, dog. Save this fucking this shit is stressing. This shit is stressful and somehow pissing me off. I don't want to do this no more. I'm good. I'll see y'all in the next one. Jesus fucking Christ.